Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So in the previous vlog, you would have seen these clips like our family trip to Madurai. On the continuation, continuing that, the next day we visited Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. So that is what you're going to see in this vlog. I hope you watched the previous video. If you didn't, no issues. I'm going to link everything in the description bar and I button. That is top right corner. You can just click the I button and you can watch the previous vlog. So now let's get into today's vlog. So once after we finished our Tirupparamgundram visit, we just headed to Rameshwaram. So Rameshwaram is quite just I guess it should be like around 3 to 4 hours drive from Tirupparamgundram, that is Madurai. So it's a full of beautiful beach view, plus it's quite a dry land too, and we are very excited to visit the Rameshwaram. Now you can see our excitement now.
Railway track, Palmer railway track.
Railway track da.
Ayyo, asa narayi visya.
You heard our excitement, right? So we were very excited to visit this because we are visiting it almost 30 years. It's been 30 years we visited this place. So I was almost 3 to 4 year old kid and I visited this place. So we were very excited and we've taken many photos. So here you go. It's for your just entertainment. So bridge we almost spent around 15 to 20 minutes there, and as you can see, all the information will pop out in the screen. So I have given few information regarding that. You can very well check it out. And of course we had some snack time too. So we had pineapples there and it was very yummy as usual. And to note, you are not supposed to park your vehicle here during the seasons. But as we went on off-season time, there was no restriction. But if you are going on seasons, it's completely restricted to just park your vehicle in the bridge. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, once after that bridge part is over, now we are heading to Dhanushkodi. So this bridge connects the Mandapam and Rameshwaram. So it is in between Mandapam and Rameshwaram. So we have to cross the Rameshwaram to reach the Dhanushkodi. So I heard that after 5 p.m. tourists are not allowed in Dhanushkodi. So we thought we'll first head to Dhanushkodi and finish off the work and then we shall move. So here we are. So I have attached the maps clip. So it was very excited because we are in the southernmost tip of India. It's a border between Sri Lanka and India. It's one of the border between Sri Lanka and India. So we are very excited to watch. Of course, it was too hot. The climate was too hot because we visited during March. And if you are going to visit this, be prepared for it. And this is the entrance of Dhanushkodi. It's an old railway station which you saw. Now this is the parking lot where you can park your vehicles and get into the Dhanushkodi. This is the Dhanushkodi city. It was totally a good place to watch. And here there are many shopping shops here you can very well go for some seashell shops and you can do that. And this was the expectation. So what we expected is it is going to be natural. We thought that. We thought it will look like this, but it looked like this. Then imagine, see how, what a disappointment we had, because I wanted to see it in a very like natural form, but it was so much commercialized now. So as I tell, it was an abandoned town. Like it was in the Pamban Island, because the cyclone during 1964 destroyed the entire city, and it was also called as a ghost city. But I don't think so. It is like that. But it was called as ghost city, and it is just 9.5 kilometers long from Chatram. And but this is not the end actually. Arinjal Munai, there is one more thing called Arinjal Munai. I'll be showing it now. So previously you're not supposed to, there was no road until 2016. So after 2016 only the roads which you saw like this were built. Before that all were just going through jeeps. Even I was taken, like when I was 3 years old, I was carried in a jeep. So it was totally disconnected from the city before. Then later on 2016 they laid this road, and now it is more of commercial site you could see. And it is a very beautiful site, and it is very clean too, because there was no much tourist and it was quite a clean place. And of course the beach was also very good, and it was totally abandoned one. So we were like very excited to see like how it looks now. So now this place is called Arinjal Munai. So the way to Arinjal Munai, there's a road, and both the sides there are like beaches. Like the right side is a beach one, and even the left has got some land also. But now this, like you have to park your vehicle in a car parking area, and you have to carry, like you have to walk almost 2 kilometers from there. So you have to be prepared. So I'll just show you in this video. You'll be able to see how the place looks. So, but it is very beautiful site, I would say. But there is no place to sit down. And if you're walking in a hot sun, then be prepared fully. You cannot sit in between. And only there are stones there, but I know you can imagine how hot it will be during the hot day. And this is the place. So this is the Arinjal Munai. This is almost the border of Tamil Nadu, in fact India. So it lies in the tip of Rameshwaram Island, as I mentioned here. And it's a place where the Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean also, a part of it merges. And the main attraction here is like you can see Ram Setu viewpoint and Adams Bridge, which is believed that in Ramayana, like monkey gods, like they built it. It was said, and only this is the view. Nothing much, but the sea is so beautiful. Now here you go to enjoy the sea along with us. And this is the beach, the way back. I told you, right, in the right hand side there's a beach when you head to Arinjal Munai. This is the beach. You have to jump from the stones there, because there are a lot of stones, rocks lying there. So you have to jump. Like, it's quite a tougher job, but once you like cross there, now it's a beautiful beach. It's very clean, and it is unlike other beaches which I have seen. It was quite a cleaner beach, I would say. And here the sea, some waves sound. And once the visit is over, it was almost 5 in the evening. We reached the hotel. As I mentioned in the previous vlog, everything was booked already, and even this hotel was also booked beforehand itself, and it was a pretty good, decent hotel, I would say. But the only thing is that it is very interior. Like from the main road, you have to go little in a narrow way to reach this hotel, and you have to. It's quite hard to find this hotel, I would say, but it's a quite decent, and in fact it was very economical too. I think each room costed around 1,000 rupees, I guess. So it was very economical too, but a little, like, it's 2 to 3 kilometers away from the Rameshwaram temple. So the next day we were about to visit the Rameshwaram temple, but I'll not be able to include the video because I am cell phones are not allowed. So next vlog will be Tiruchendur vlog. So here you go. Here is the glimpse of the next vlog. Please do subscribe to my channel to get to see more such videos, and some I will be able to share few information with you, and please do subscribe.